All right, let's get straight to it. Forget the romantic dream of running a coffee shop for a minute. Today, we're building one, right here, using a real-world financial blueprint for a specialty cafe in Valencia, Spain. We are going to focus only on what really matters: the money, the potential profit, and the exact steps you need to take to open the doors.
So before you even think about picking a name or tasting a single coffee bean, there's one question that trumps all the others. What's the price tag? What is the real all-in number to take this from just an idea to a grand opening? And here's your answer: 43,500 euros. That is the total upfront investment you're looking at. This number is the foundation for absolutely everything that follows. So let's break it down and see exactly where every single one of those euros goes. Okay, first up, the financial bottom line. We're going to look at two key things here. First, the one-time cost to actually build the shop, and second, the reoccurring monthly bills you have to pay just to keep the lights on and the coffee brewing.
So, how does that 43,500 euro figure break down? Well, your two biggest expenses right out of the gate are getting the space ready, that's 12,000 euros, and buying all your equipment for another 11,500. But take a look at that contingency fund. 7,500 euros? That's not just some extra cash lying around. That is your survival buffer. It's for all the surprises that will inevitably pop up.
The moment you open, the clock starts ticking on your monthly burn rate. These are your operating costs. Now, rent and utilities, they're pretty predictable. But look at that staffing number, almost 7,600 euros a month. This just shows you, plain as day, that your biggest ongoing expense, by a huge margin, is going to be your people. That brings your total fixed costs to just under 9,000 euros every single month.
Okay, we've got our costs locked down. Now let's talk about the money coming in. This plan models out 3 different scenarios, and the only thing that changes between them is how many customers walk through your door each day. With an average spend of 7.30 euros, getting just 70 customers a day, the realistic scenario, brings in over 186,000 euros a year. It really drives home how critical that daily foot traffic is.
So, we've seen the costs, we've seen the potential revenue, now it's time to put them together and answer the million-dollar question, or, well, the 43,000 euro question. Is this coffee shop actually profitable? Let's find out if the reward is worth the risk.
And this, right here, is where the whole business model really comes into focus. If you're only serving 50 customers a day, you're actually losing over 11,000 euros a year. But if you can get just 20 more people in, bringing that daily total to 70, you suddenly swing to a profit of over 22,000 euros. Think about that. Your entire financial success hinges on those 20 extra customers.
So, where does that profit actually come from? The secret is in the margins. This quote from the study reveals everything. It's the simple stuff, the high-volume items like a basic coffee or a simple toast. That's where you make the real money, with margins as high as 70%. Yeah, the fancier items look great on the menu, but their costs are higher, and that just squeezes your profit.
Now here's a reality check, your timeline to profitability. Even in the realistic scenario, this business does not turn a net profit until its second year of operation. This is an absolutely vital piece of information. It hammers home why you need that initial capital, and especially that contingency fund, to survive year 1.
So, after running all the numbers, the startup costs, the monthly burn rate, the revenue projections, this plan comes to a single, definitive conclusion. This business isn't just an idea. It's financially viable.
The numbers work, the verdict is in. So now we shift gears from the what to the how. This is our final section, a practical 9-step roadmap to take this coffee shop from a spreadsheet to a grand opening.
Before you even think about touching any paperwork, you need 2 things locked in place. First, the physical space itself, a location that's about 100 square meters. Second, you need your core team. The plan calls for 4 essential roles right from day 1: a manager, a barista, a cook, and a waiter. You have to get these sorted out before you can even think about the legal stuff.
All right, let's get into the paperwork. Phase 1 is all about creating your company's legal identity. Step 1, you certify and claim your business name so no one else can take it. Step 2, you draft the official rules and sign the deed. You can think of this as your company's official birth certificate. Then, Step 3, you pay the taxes to make it all legitimate.
So, your company is legally born. Phase 2 is all about registering it with the government. You'll get a temporary tax ID, then you file a declaration telling the tax agency, hey, here I am, this is what I do, and this is where I'm located. Finally, you officially inscribe the company in the public commercial registry, so the rest of the world knows you actually exist.
And here we are, the final phase. You'll swap that temporary tax ID for a permanent one and get your accounting books legalized. But the final hurdle, and honestly the most important one, is step 9, securing all the local opening and activity permits. This is the last piece of the puzzle you need to legally unlock your doors and start serving coffee.
So let's just recap. 43,500 euros to get in the game, a clear path to profit that all comes down to serving just 70 customers a day, and a 9-step legal roadmap to make it all happen. The blueprint is right here. The numbers absolutely check out. The only real question left is, who's going to build it?